Yo, what's the deal, everybody? What is the deal? Uh, Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Uh, man, the sum of all fears just happened. For me as a fan, and for a lot of you out there as a fan. I'm a little dejected. I'm a little down. Uh, Look, I know you guys can see it in my face. Get wasted with your brother, Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this thing out to all social media. We have 100 in the room on the dot, so it's time to cook. But I know you guys see the thumbnail. You guys see, the picture, and you guys know the extent of my fear that Malcolm Koonce will not be starting, and it is not specified exactly what transpired. You know what I mean? It's a knee injury. It's a non-contact injury. You guys know when non-contact injuries happen, they're not good. They're not good. And shout out to Malcolm Koonce. I pray he makes a speedy recovery. I hope it's not a season-ending injury. I'm praying it's not a season-ending injury, but listen, the way Antonio Pierce sounded in that presser, Graf told me about it, because I was at work. I didn't get a chance to drop it on the presser. I was really busy at work, and look, I'm a very big proponent of body language. I'm a very big proponent of being able to read a room, right? And that press conference, the way he said he's out. Now I'm going to do some digging in the background. I'm going to reach out to some of my channels that I have with the Raiders, and Shieldmore. You know how we do. We have reach. It's people that I can reach out to find out exactly what's going on. But the reason why I'm so somber is watching that. It tells me everything I need to know about Malcolm Koonce's condition. Malcolm Koonce has probably got a long road to hell. But shout out to the 170 people in the room. Get wasted with your brother, Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I look, man. The thing that I wanted for this season was I wanted us to have a clean bill of health going in, man, and it's not looking that way. We've lost a major piece of this team, a major piece of this defense. This is not something that I am going to just poo-poo and say it's not a big deal, because it's a humongous deal. We're a defense-first football team, and one of the keys to this football team is the fact that we had pass rush on both ends. The one thing that we've always said that Maxx has never had is somebody up the middle that's going to threaten the quarterback and, wreak havoc, and somebody on the other side of him. And now we finally got that. We got over 200 in the room. Y'all get wasted. And now we're being robbed of that week one. Now, what does that mean, right? You guys know what that means. There is, Janarius Robinson, young Janarius Robinson, that was drafted in the 4th round from the Minnesota Vikings last year. Janarius Robinson has looked pretty good. He is the man directly down the depth chart from Malcolm Koonce. But we all know that now that we have an injury to Malcolm Koonce, it means that our 1st round pick from last year, a guy that a lot of us have questions on, Mr. Tyree Wilson, it's time for you to come to the front of the congregation, Mr. Tyree Wilson. This should be a Tyree Wilson special, like your life depended on. It's time now. Whatever development, whatever he needed, we're going to sit there. We're going to be patient. Wasted has said that. That's out the window now. The sky's not falling, though. This is a talented defense. Maxx Crosby's still here, right? Christian Wilkins is still here. Jack Jones is still here. Robert Spillane is still here. Have no fear, right? But Tyree Wilson is a name that I want to see called early and often, because this year and this scenario will tell us everything we need to know about the future of Tyree Wilson as a Raider, and whether he is a bust with a capital B. Because now you don't have to really share snaps with anyone. And Janarius Robinson should not be a reason that Tyree Wilson is not on the field 89% of the time. Now, we know the Raiders can make certain moves. They can go and reach out and bring certain people up. But that is not the thing that I want to see as a Raider fan. As a Raider pundit, as a person who covers this team, I do not want to see that. I want to see Tyree Wilson, and I want to see whether he's there and willing and able to answer the call for the nation. Is he there to answer the call, to put the kind of pressure from the other side that we are looking for? And that's what he was drafted to do. That's what he was drafted to do, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to get off my soapbox and give my shout out to salutations, yo. Shout out to my guy, Mad Mike, Sarah H., JP Lacassi. Raider Felon is in a place. King Joshua, Patrick B., Anthony, the president of the Miss Nasty B fan club. Shout out to him, man. Enrique Moreno Jr., my dog, man. Nasty work, we lost Koonce, man. Tyree better cook, and that's what I'm saying, brother. Come on, man. Stopping the run is a major factor as well. Wilkins is opposite side of Maxx and has to do their job. Oh, yeah. Greg Roman, you're going to get a heaping help in the running, man. They're not going to abandon the run like the the Ravens did yesterday. Bryce B, my dog, is in a place, man. What's good, Wasted? Move up Stone into the active roster and let him start. Nah, Bryce. He is not getting off that effing easy, brother. No. Tyree Wilson. Ty effing Wilson. Old man. Practice 2 days before the first game is not good. It's not a good way to start, especially with someone who we're all counting on to be such a pivotal player. Now, bro, you got to understand something. We don't know that they could have just been doing walkthroughs, bro. It's not like we don't. From what I understand, I don't think it was anything where he got hit or they were hitting or anything. Like I don't think so. And bro, we gotta stop treating these athletes like they're fine china. For years and years and years in the NFL, there was a way people practice. Now, what were people worse to wear when they left the league? No, but did it make them more durable? And did it make these guys be guys who can play and play through things? Because the more you practice, the more you get that calcification on your body, the more indestructible you are. See, I think sometimes they baby these guys a little much. Resplendent Raider, what do you mean wasted stop? What the F are you talking about? What the F are you talking about? What the F are you talking about, Resplendent Raider? Because I'm telling you what the hell is going on. Now you're telling me to stop. What the F is going on here? Resplendent, respectfully, F is wrong with you. Shout out to my brother, Ace Spivey, the Big Daddy Cool of Shieldmore, with the $2 holler. This may be Tyree's last chance to step up. Spivey, it's his first chance. It's his last chance. It's whatever chance it is. Just better step the hell up. Because it ain't nowhere to hide nowhere. It's nowhere to hide. I'm going to say it like Dr. Umar Johnson 3 times. It's nowhere to hide. It's nowhere to hide. It is nowhere to hide. HVAC Raider, man, with the $5 holler, man. Appreciate you, bro, for keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited. Next man up. Wasted getting it popping on this Friday, man. You know I had to, brother. I was going to wait until Sunday to cook, man. But, when things like this happen, we got to be here for you. I got to be here for y'all, man. We got to talk about it, man. We got to be here. My guy, Resplendent Raider, dude got 1 pass rush move. Yeah, bro, listen, man. If he got 1, he better get 3, goddammit. Because it's time to cook. It is time to cook. It is time to cook. Shout out to my guy, Jeffrey, in a place to be, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Big Mo's right. It's time to put up a shut up, bro. He's a young player. There is room for development. There's room for development. But yo, it's a baptism by fire, my brother. We will see exactly what kind of player Tyree Wilson is. This is his time to come and ingratiate himself to the nation. My guy, Black Sales Sports Talk is in a place, man. Shout out to Black Sales, man. Koonce had 8 sacks, 3 forced fumbles down the stretch last year. This is a major void. You damn right it's a major void, bro. But look, Larry DM is being just awful, Larry DM. Larry DM, what the F is wrong with you? Tyree Farrell about to do nothing. I have zero faith in him. Damn, Larry? Larry, really, Larry? Larry, really? Really, man? Come on, dog. God! Wow! Oh, dog. Come on, man. You know what? I got to put Bootsy up. Come on, man. Come on. Zero faith, bro. Yo, my guy Danny Malero is in the freaking place to be, man. Shout out to Daniel Malero. He is an active member of the Wasted Talent Army since day one. An active member, bro. Shout out to you at ease, soldier. I'll tell you something. If JRob is cooking and Tyree not, that is a problema. You make no mistake about that, my brother. Shout out to my guy Patrick B, who's coming up from the practice squad. Snowden, most likely Patrick B. But look, what we're going to do in the show, because I know there's a couple of guys that's out there on the waiver wire, man. Let's look and see if anybody, Raiders might kick the tires on, you know, some guys who might have been here before. Let's see. Because we need pass rush, right? Let's kick the tires on some of these guys, man. Yeah, but Janarius Robinson is going to start. Janarius Robinson is his direct backup, but I'm going to tell you something. It is time to go out there and show and prove. JRob is going to go out there, but Tyree Wilson best be getting just as many snaps. My guy, the Snake Sports Show talk, man. Looks like DJ Chark is out and Ashanti tweaked his shoulder. Hopefully not serious. Jake, I'm going to be honest with you, man. If this is the Jake I'm thinking about, is this Jake, the Charger fan that came to the Ahern to rock out with us, Hammer's buddy? Is this Jake, man? Real good dude, man. If this the Snake Sports Talk Show, that's different. It's a different Jake the Snake or whatever. But I think it's just a Snake Talk Show. Look, if Asante Samuel tweaked his shoulder, I hope, God bless him, but I hope he don't play one snap against the Raiders. One snap. Player for a player, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It's the laws of Hammurabi here. It's an eye for an eye in this effing place, man. My guy, LA Crash Dog, a member for 2 months, but been down with the Wasted Talent Army by law since day one. I like Ellerson's effort. I did too, but bro, you can't listen, guys. Listen, Crash Dog. We like the effort against 2s and 3s and guys that are bagging groceries now. This is live bullets now. We can't get caught up in the rapture of preseason, dog. This is live bullets. This is Rashawn Slater now. This is Joe Alt right now. This is what we're talking about here. We are talking about Zion Johnson. We are talking about having to deal with the Greg Roman running attack and a 300-pound fullback. That's what we talking about here, bro. So just don't lose sight of what's what. Don't lose sight. Norman, I believe Tyree will get it popping. His power rush style takes time. Bro, I don't know about that. What I know is this. I hope that Tyree Wilson brought his lunch pail. Hope he's hungry too. And I hope he eats on Sunday. And I hope he can get out there and stop that damn run. Because it's nasty business out here, bro. Before I go too deep into this, hold on. My guy Larry DM, man. $5 holler, man. Appreciate you for keeping the lights on here. Non-contact knee is never just missing one game. I expect Koonce to be out for a bit. Larry DM, you're absolutely right, bro. Non-contact is like is like being shot in the theater, man. When you walk in it, then bam, you're down. Trust me, I've had it happen. I've torn an Achilles like that. It is nasty business. It's nasty work. To be honest with you, your boy wasted right now, man. I'm going through something right now. I got to get back in the gym, man. I put on like 9 pounds, bro, since I came back on vacation. I am not feeling great. I got to get, I gotta try to fight through, my lower extremity issue and try to get my ass in the gym, get in the pool or something like that. Can't be putting weight on like that when you get old like me, bro. You got to stay healthy. We got over 400 in the room get wasted. What your brother wasted? I shouldn't even have this shirt on right now. Men of order. I'm a man of nothing right now. The F is going on with me. My guy, Jamba Juice in the place, bro. Jamba, where you been, bro? $2 holler, man. Appreciate you. I wouldn't trust Tyree to make my Jamba Juice. Shaking my head. I wouldn't either, man, because he's a football player. That F is going on, Jamba Juice. Listen. Come on now. Snake Sports Talk. Yeah, that's my guy. Jake, man. Jake, what's up, Jake? Thank you for pulling up, man. Jake, you had another avatar, man. Jake, what a solid guy Jake is, man. He's a Charger fan, but I respect him. He is a knowledgeable ass Charger fan, bro. Jake, man, listen, Jake, shout out to you, man. Congrats on everything in the last year. You got married and everything, man. Shout out to Jake, man. Really good guy, man. I really like Jake, man. Really like, football, like his football team choice aside. My man Jake he's a solid dude. Y'all support Jake, man. Jake is a good guy, man. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all gonna see more Jake. I think Jake is going to be on the AFC West roundtable with Graphic and DAC and all them guys. And he's gonna bring a lot of value to that show, man. Shout out to my guy Jake, man. Appreciate you, bro, for pulling up and watching, your brother Wasted cook a little bit, man. James Morrison, first timer. Let's go Raiders. Baby, losing Malcolm is going to be a big blow. Let's hope it's only for a game or two and not for the season. But if it is for the season, I think we're going to have to go and I think that cut off. Find someone in free agency. Yeah, bro, look, man. Look, you know me, right? I don't want to give you guys too much hopium, right? And I don't want to be one of these guys that make it seem like players don't matter, right? Players, the quality of players you have, it matters, right? And also, I think, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, right? So how much has Tyree Wilson been preparing for this moment? Because guess what? If the preparation has been good, the opportunity is now for you to step up to your draft position. And really, this was a little conundrum. This was a tough decision, right? Because the Raiders are like, all right, man, we draft this guy with the seventh pick in the draft, right? We have to decide if we're going to pay Malcolm Koonce, because Malcolm Koonce, had he played all year and didn't have an injury, and we don't know yet how the extent of Malcolm Koonce's injury. So I'm not going to try to look into a crystal ball and place him out for the season, right? We gotta let this thing cook, right? We gotta see what happens, right? Because for all we know, Malcolm Koonce could be playing next week. The only thing that's for damn sure is that he's not playing this week, right? And we need this game. But either which way, right? So let's operate under the guise that Malcolm Koonce doesn't play for the rest of the season. Well, now if Malcolm Koonce doesn't play for the rest of the season, the silver lining is that we get to really get a definitive answer on Tyree Wilson. So we know whether we need to address that position in free agency. We can bring Koonce back on the cheap. We can draft somebody, whatever, right? But if Tyree Wilson plays great, then nobody is worried about letting Malcolm Koonce walk and go, see what the market has to offer him. And that's not the worst thing for the Raiders, right? But see, this is the problem, right? I wanted some things solved on this team so we can move forward and continue to build. I wanted a solid foundation, right? And I looked at the defense of this team and I said, hey, the defense needs to be the foundation of this football team. This puts a big blow in that, because if JRob can't step up to answer the bell, right? If Tyree Wilson can't step up to answer the bell, right? And people are saying, hey, go out and go get Yannick Ngakoue, right? And that sounds great, right? But Yannick Ngakoue is woeful against the run. And people like to talk about sacks. Sacks are great. Turnovers are even better, right? Cut the head off the body. All of that. It's great. But it's not everything. It is not everything. Sacks are great when you're setting the edge and you're defending the run. But when you become a liability in the run game, in this league, people get paid to exploit weaknesses. I don't want any weakness up front. We got about 430 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Where the F is everybody at? You know how we do over here at Raider Nation Unlimited. We want at least 500 people in here at all times. What in the heck is going on here, y'all? Tell a friend to tell a friend. And make sure y'all pay y'all bar tabs. We on the race to 13K. We hit 12,000. I want to thank everybody, too, for that. Appreciate that, man. Yo, it's a certain number that we trying to get to this season. We want to get close to 20 bands, man. I feel like we put the work in. It's time. It's time, man. We want to be, we over down here at Raider Nation Unlimited, yo, we don't want to be, a big fish in a small pond, man. We want to be a shark in the ocean. That's what we want to be over here, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. And James Morrison, man, appreciate you for pulling up, man. Appreciate you. Yo, a first-time member of the Wasted Talent Army. Shout out to my guy, James Morrison. And make sure y'all go over there and join the channel, man. It's the best way to support the channel. My guy, Mr. Gio, with the $5 holla. Everyone on the roster stepped up when AP took over except Wilson. Trash. Bro, Mr. Gio, that's not fair, bro. I'm not going to say that this kid who was injured when we drafted him, which was a mistake. I'm never a proponent of drafting a guy that high that has a injury like that. That's an effing mistake. I've never seen it work, right? But he had a Liz Frank injury. He had a foot injury. Big guys that plant and cut, that is not a great injury to have, right? So he was injured. He didn't have much of a training camp, and AP, he didn't play a lot when Josh was here. And then when AP gets him, he got his first kind of, his first real action. So, he was figuring it out. He's a rookie, bro. Let's not do that to him. Let's not act like Tyree Wilson is some 5-6 year vet that just didn't answer the bell and didn't respond. He's learning. Come on, man. Give him an effing break, bro. My guy Raider Solo is in the place. Here we go. A bunch of angry shoving matches for our top 10 pick, bro. Yeah, Raider Solo. And that's one thing that I definitely didn't want, man. I wanted us to shake the stigma of a team that drafts bad. But, Joe, if I'm being honest, there's a reason why the Raiders are I think we're one of the only teams, man. We have not won a playoff game since 2002. There are teams like the Bears and stuff that have been to Super Bowl since then. We haven't won a playoff game since 2002. We've been in the playoffs. We haven't won one, and that's nasty business, man. The most. Max is going to delete their asses. I hope so, man. My guy, free thinking. The Brazilian game is going to be crazy. Why is it going to be crazy? Who cares? Who cares what the Eagles are doing, man? Who cares what the Packers are doing? F them. I hope they all catch a rash. F all of them. My guy Half-Breed is in the place, man. That King wasted talent. Damn, fam, that hurts. Raider Nation for life. Yeah, that's a fact, my brother. My man said Wasted was there when Abraham Lincoln was shot in the theater. Well, listen, bro, if I was there when Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth, you were the man who sold the tickets, John Bejuice. You are an old bastard yourself, man. Shout out to my guy, yo. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, Demokes. Yeah, man. Listen, hey, Brazil definitely has some talent over there. You know what I'm saying? There's some other stuff there too, bro. They might want to avoid. They got Josh Jacobs over there, man. They got Josh Jacobs over there. Josh Jacobs is probably over there as we speak, dropping watermelon seeds. Josh Jacobs is going to repopulate the earth if you let him loose in Brazil, man. City of God, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Oh my God, Top Beats is in the place. Yes, right. Herbert is starting. Shout out to the Mod Father, Top Beats in the place. My guy A Spivey's in the place as well, man. Tyree and Bennett are going to step up. Hope is eternal. Yes, hope is eternal, man. Hope is eternal. Yeah, I think it's more of a chance for Ja'Cory and Bennett to step up, man. Hopium alert. I think Tyree finally steps up because he doesn't have a fallback safety net. Kid got to show he's a dog, man. Yeah, I mean, more so than showing he's a dog, he's got to be consistent, bro. Yeah, Toasty Topics. Toasty, you got to understand something. We know that JRob is his direct replacement. These are defensive linemen, right? So if JRob is the starter, then, because they have some injuries, they're probably going to get some Tyree Wilson snaps out there. Right. And JRob is not a guy who's been a starter in his league, a perennial starter. I don't think these guys are big guys. Maxx Crosby has a kind of engine. He could probably play every snap, every game. Right. But with Malcolm Koonce being out, bro, it's a little different. Now you got to be the guy. You're the first guy that comes in when somebody's tired. Tyree Wilson is going to play a lot this game. He better play a lot this game. Raider Juju. People need to chill out and let the beginning of the season start before throwing in the towel. Yeah, we're not throwing in the towel in Raider Juju. We got to let you know what the hell's going on, man. I'm sure we'll manage. I'm more sad for him and that we didn't get to see what he can do being there, man, on the other side. Yeah, I mean, Brandon, we saw last year. We know he's a dog. We know he's a dog. That's why it hurts, man. And DK, you're right. Bend and speed can't be coached, right? Bend and speed can be coached, but what you can do is you can kind of accentuate what someone's strengths are and try to, calibrate his skill set to how he could be most successful in the scheme. And that's what I'm looking for Tyree Wilson. He has to figure out within himself how he can be successful in the National Football League. Wait, so you always this anger? I love it. Yeah, you damn right. Listen, sometimes the old man gets a little angry. The F out of here. That's right. Angry from all kinds of times. Yo, my guy, East Coast gritted it and orange in the place. Yeah, yes, a lot of times I am this angry. Pissed off. Yeah, 2002. Yeah, when we went to the bowl. We haven't won a playoff game since then, bro. Yes, my guy, Soul Chef with the $5 holla. Not sure if the Raiders would do this, but I think Wilkins played a few seasons at DE in Miami. Maybe they can move him outside in times of Sunday. Look, man, I don't need all the wizardry. I need for guys to step the F up. Step up. Step up or step up. Leave Wilkins where the hell he should be. Leave him in the middle. He's a defensive tackle. If Tyree Wilson can't cut the mustard, sit his big ass down and go on a waiver wire and go scour the waiver wire to bring somebody in who could be effective on some level. So the F I'm talking about. Daniel Munoz, listen, the good news, look, they don't, bro, this, they have to probably, do a whole lot before they make that determination, bro. They're not going to go out there and just condemn him they got to see what's up. This is a relatively new phenomenon here. Yesterday, they said he was having a little issues. He was going to play. He said he was going to play, and then the day now, all of a sudden he's out, right? So they have to figure out what's going on, bro. So, at this point, listen, it's going to be what it is, right? It is what it is till it ain't. Only thing I'm going to talk about is what's the alternative? The alternative is Janarius Robinson. The alternative is Tyree Wilson. That is the alternative, guys. Now, we've gone on about this long enough. There's more show to go. There is more show to go. Shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to everyone who is a first-time listener, watcher, or someone who's pulled up in the chat. And I got to give a shout out to a new member of the Wasted Talent Army. Pearson, first time catching you live. Canadian Raiders fan here. Thanks for the content. Cheers. Cheers to you too, Pearson. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for pulling up. My guy, East Coast Gritted at Iron. Always bring in a haymaker. You can absolutely teach Ben, but speed can be adjusted with the right coach. Have to disagree there. Listen to me, East Coast. I'm reading somebody's chat. That's what they said. What I'm saying is, bro, if you can't teach it, if it's natural, you can calibrate their skill set. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to give up on them. The hardest part of being a coach is breaking bad habits without breaking the player. And see, bro, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Quick twitch and speed are things that are God-given, bro. Bend, yeah, it's technique, right? It's technique, but there's a certain prerequisite amount of agility that comes with being able to absorb and ingest that kind of teaching and calibration, right? Thing is, it comes natural for some people, bro. I don't think a coach was the one who got Von Miller to be able to bend the edge the way he does. Some of the things Maxx Crosby does, yeah, some of it's coaching, but a lot of it is you gotta point to the man upstairs. God gave him a certain prerequisite amount of talent. Tyree Wilson is very, very stiff. He's a big guy. He is a supreme specimen of a man, right? But when you look at Tyree Wilson on film, bro, there's just a certain amount of quick twitch that I just don't see, bro. And I said it when we draft. I was pissed when we drafted Tyree Wilson. I was pissed. I bet you nobody's sitting there. Look, when you look at Jalen Carter's tape, East Coast, if you're home and you want to pull up, I don't like having these kind of discussions without you on the screen, bro. East Coast, if you home and you want to pull up, the floor is open to you to come on over to Wasted Talent, Raider Nation Unlimited. We can have this discussion. There's almost 500 people in the room. I think they will thoroughly enjoy that. Oh, yes. And my guy, Yeti Strain, making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves. Gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships, bro. Oh, thank you. Thank you, East Coast Gritted at Iron. Thank you. Sorry, man. Thank you. Big Mike, not you too. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You cannot pull on over to Wasted Talent's channel and use my jokes against me. I am the man who coined the phrase, Chugs got the gout, which Chugs actually does have the gout, right? And Big Mike has fat feet. Now, you guys are coming and using my jokes against me. This will not stand, Big Mike. You will get blocked unceremoniously. The F is going on. Yo, my guy. Yo, hey, East Coast. I'm going to send it over to the gram, bro. I'm going to send it over to the gram. Now, guys, listen. What we're going to do is we're going to send the link over to East Coast Gritted at Iron. And what we're going to also do is we're going to move on from this, right? Because there are more things going on than just Tyree Wilson, man. Trying to gift a membership, but I can't. What's up, Salute Nation? I don't know, Spivey. I haven't done anything, bro. I don't know what's going on, but I appreciate it either way, brother. William Vanoy Jr. is in the place, man. The OG is in the place. That's right. Gout chasers everywhere. The F is going on here. Big Mike, the snooker master, the snooker king. Big Mike Raider, man. My guy Solly Mitchell's in the place, man. Welcome to the Wasted Talent Army, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Yo, hey, guys, let me ask y'all something, bro. Hold on. Hello, Wasted. Why are the Chiefs always good and the Raiders always bad, bro? Look, man, starts at the top, right? Chiefs aren't always good. They got a great run. They got it right. They got the right guy running. They got the best coach in professional football coaching them. They have a really good ownership group, and the Chiefs have drafted well. That's what happens. Success begets success, right? But it starts at the top. It remains to be seen whether Antonio Pierce is the right man, right? I tend to believe he is, right? I'm praying he is. But Andy Reid is a bad mofo, man. He is. And if you watched last night, man, and I don't know if some of you guys, I want to talk about the game last night really, really quickly, man. Let me ask you guys something, man. I've been watching this game a long time. I've been watching this game a long time, yo. And I never want to be the guy to put conjecture out there. I like to put facts out there. I like to put information out there, not affirmation. Guys, what I saw last night from the referees in the National Football League was effing horrendous. Horrendous. It makes me feel like the game is not as legitimate as it should be. I will say that. It makes it feel like the referees are almost trying to help the Chiefs along. I mean, almost every time Juwan Taylor, even like I saw that in the Super Bowl, false start almost every goddamn play. If you get in the vicinity of Patrick Mahomes, they're throwing the flag. It's horrendous. Just horrendous officiating. And it's getting to the point where I'm getting sick of that shit. Like, to me, they're turning my beloved sport into professional wrestling. And DK, I said that in my show yesterday. Nobody was talking about Mahomes in the draft. That was the Mitchell Trubisky draft. That was, people drafting, Deshaun Watson. Nobody was talking about Patrick Mahomes, bro. They got it right like a mother effer. But you guys got to understand something. It's not always about, it's about getting it right and putting the player in the right situation. That's what it's about. But let me get back to this really quick. Let me get back to this real quick, man. Yo, Graham Cam, 100%. Steve Spagnuolo coming on in, calling a timeout. Since when does a defensive coordinator have the autonomy to call a timeout? Since when? And a lot of people are saying, like Top Beats. Shout out to Top Beats. Goodell needs to be fired and unceremoniously blocked. Now listen, do you guys really understand the dynamic between Roger Goodell and the owners? Bushido Brown, you damn right. Yes, a penalty. They didn't call it. But do you guys understand the dynamic between Roger Goodell and the owners? Do you? Do you? I want y'all to answer me this. Everybody in the chat. Who do you think controls what? I'm waiting. I'm looking in the chat because I don't normally do. I'm looking. Who do y'all think controls who? Roger Goodell works for them. He works for them. The owners control him. And now, when you start talking about, gambling in sports, right? When you talk about gambling in sports, now listen, one of my sponsors is Bet US, right? This is not this show right now, is sponsored by Bet US, right? I haven't, but what I'm gonna say is DraftKings, all these people, right? Dude, there's a piece of this stuff where I'm like, well, what the hell's going on here? Because it seems like it's a concerted effort. And now you have them calling in their ear in the middle of the game and fixing, doing all kinds of weird shit on national TV. To me, it needs to be stopped. And it's not Roger Goodell. It is the entire, it's the ownership group. They're the ones who control that situation there. It ain't Goodell. That's right. Cameron Popper, Chris Jones begging for a holding call and got it just because he wore the right jersey. The owners. My guy, Andrew Vilgas. Notice the dirty work last night. Glad I wasn't the only one. No, I see it. I see it, bro. I see it. My guy, Jimmy Curley. Hold on. Bro, football is not football anymore. It's just entertainment and entertainment money, bro. My guy Jeffrey, wasted in the chat. I'm Raider Nation since 1976. Our time is coming. I remember the late and early 90s, 2000. We smacked the shit out of Chief. Yes, we did. Solly Mitchell, my guy in the place, man. Tashawn Reed just put it out there that they are just playing it safe. SoFi has turf and is notorious for injuries. So we can all take a deep breath. He will be back next week. If they got to play it that safe, bro, then we got a problem. Top beats. But Goodell wants to make them happen. He allows the Chiefs to get a pass because he controls the rep. Bro. I don't think so. You want to make one ownership group happy and not the other 31? It doesn't take for the Hunt family just to sign off on it, bro. When you got the Crafts and the Jerry Jones. If that was the case and one owner could straw the drink, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys would win all the time. He's probably the most powerful owner there is. Stan Kroenke with the Rams. I don't know about that, bro. My guy, Ron Just Us, gifted 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. Salute to you. Appreciate you for making the Wasted Talent Army grow in droves, man. I don't know if we quite gotten to the movie The Last Boy Scout yet. I don't know. I hope we haven't, bro. The only thing I want to see from The Last Boy Scout is 23-year-old Halle Berry dancing in the cage. That scene made me a man when I was growing up. Shout out to The Last Boy Scout. Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, man. Shout out to Bruce Willis, too, man. Bruce Willis ain't doing so hot, man. My guy, Pixel Face Killer. Always going to be Raiders versus everyone. That's why our next chip will be that much more special, man. Shout out to you, man. My guy, OC Raider, bro. That's 100%. Cadella's $1 million puppet. Owners are looking for the way to make all the most money. That's right. Look up national media deal. Swifters, that's a fact, bro. They want to show Taylor Swift as much as possible. I don't know why. My guy, Ron Justice, gifted 5 more Raider Nation Unlimited featuring Wasted Talent memberships. Yo, y'all thank my guy Ron Justice, man. Whoever got gifted memberships, please put the flags up, yo. Please. This guy, these F clickbait titles. What the F you talking about? The F are you talking about? Are you saying that my title is clickbait? Miguel, show yourself, Miguel. Are you saying that I'm talking about some damn clickbait? The F are you talking about, Miguel? What are you talking about? This is what's happening. This is information you're getting, Miguel. What the F are you talking about? No wasted. Playing it safe with Koonce. I won't say his name, but my guy tore his ACL and meniscus last preseason when we played the Rams at SoFi. You know, that's a fact, bro. And he did too. Hey, Graham Cam, I forgot that, yo, that is a real phenomenon. Yes. Hey, Graham Cam, can I say who tore their knee last year? Because I know who we're talking about. Graham Cam, let me know. Can I say? Can I say, bro? Graham Cam, let me know in the chat real quick. That's right, we just blocked the F out of here, man. Yeah, Darian Butler. He did. He tore his knee last year. Shout out to Darian Butler too, man. Hell of a linebacker for us, man. Hell of a special teamer for us. He tore that. They say that field is wicked over there. No, that's a fact. That is a fact, yo. That is a fact, yo. So, all right, guys, let's move on here. Let's move on. Let's move the F on, guys. I know, right now, man, Justin Herbert is going to be in a place to be. He is all a go. So you're going to get the full weight of the Chargers tomorrow. You're going to get the full weight of the Chargers. Okay. I'm not afraid of them. Nobody's afraid of the effing Chargers, man. Is it going to be an easy game? No, it's not, man. You know, a lot of people are saying that the Raiders are at more of a disadvantage than we already originally were, which is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? People are saying that. People are talking about Herbert. People are talking about Gardner Minshew. And now, you know, we got the Malcolm Koonce thing. But yo, listen, man, we still have a hell of a defense, man. The thing that I'm really concerned about, and what I've been concerned about this whole season, is Luke Getsy, man. You know, Joshua Palmer's injured, but you know, Sarah, man. Whatever you know, nobody's afraid of Joshua freaking Palmer, bro. We're losing Malcolm Koonce, man. Give me an effing break, man. Chargers, man. That F out of here, man. Yo, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me get my man East Coast up in the place, man. I forgot to send him the freaking I forgot to send my dog East Coast the freaking the link, bro. We sent East Coast Gritter to darn the link, bro. East Coast, man. I don't know if you're still in the place, bro. I sent it to your to your Instagram. Yo, we've been cooking for an hour on the same thing, man. Been cooking on the same damn thing, man. Koonce is not out all season. Come on, man. Love you and Docs, but don't be like clown. Like, hold on, Miguel. Who the F said he's gonna be out the whole season? Look at the goddamn title. And I don't really curse that much on my show. It says, breaking, Raiders lose DE Malcolm Koonce to knee injury, will miss season opener versus the Chargers. And I'm a curse. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Learn how to read. For you get unceremoniously blocked. The F are you talking about? East Coast, I sent it to the gram, bro. Pull on up. Yeah, I love you too, Miguel. But learn how to fucking read. F you talking about? And stop bringing up other content creators, bro. If you ain't talking about Shieldmore, we ain't talking about him. Breaking. Raiders lose DE Malcolm Koonce to knee injury. Will miss season opener. Not the season. The F is wrong with you, Miguel. The F. Talk about some clickbait. I'm about to click the block button. Effing bum. Sorry. East Coast, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. These dudes in the comments be trash. They just come in and just say whatever they want. We get them on our channel too. It's blasphemous.
Yeah, man. It's blasphemy. Yeah, very angry old man. Big Mo, F out of here. Yo, I'm sorry. So East Coast, man. So look, I think we beat this Tyree Wilson thing to a fine pace, but it's time to get a man who is a scout, who's coached this game, played this game at a very, very high level. You know, there are a lot of people who are down on Tyree Wilson, East Coast, right? And
yeah,
Dante, my guy. You know, Dante, you guys know what Dante brings to the table anytime he pulls up. So he's not giving you affirmation, he's giving you information. So some people think that Tyree Wilson can't develop, right? And when you're talking about a young player that's this young in his NFL career, he can be developed. He can be developed, man. So East Coast, could you let them know how he could be developed? And Raider Felon, get the F out of here.
Yeah. With Tyree Wilson, I'm with you, though. Like, when you evaluate him over, you know, or we had Jalen Carter definitely over our Tyree Wilson. I just didn't know why y'all didn't dig in that cookie jar when it was there. But I came in with the same evaluation as you, man. Like, I didn't see what was so impressive on film. I think I gave him like a 3rd round grade, and I said the only reason he's a 3rd round grade is because he's very vanilla in a lot of areas, including his technique. I never saw the bend that people were talking about. All I saw was I think I compared him to a toddler that's just bigger than everybody else on the football team. They're like, he's not the same age as the rest of these kids.
Yeah, he one of them kids that back in the PAL days they had to put a waiver. He's one of them kids who got that special sticker on his helmet that can't get in. They can only like one of them weight waivers or something like that.
Yeah, he's the kid on the Little Giants that was that grabbed a Deuce t-shirt and dragged it all the way, from the 20 to the end zone. That's the type of dude that he was. He's just dragging people, right? But doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate over to the NFL. And I think we're seeing that a little bit. I understand he had that foot injury last year and everything, but the preseason still didn't look all that great. But the thing about Tyree Wilson is there's something there, right? Obviously, outside of, he got picked in the first round for a reason, and now we can kind of put the injury to the side and say how has he got with Malcolm Koonce and Maxx Crosby in the offseason, or the defensive line coach? Are you working on your technique? Because it looks like you don't need to hit the weight room. You already have the genetics. It's there. We see you got the genetics, but now can you focus on that? Like a dude like. We watched Lamar Jackson last night, and of course he looks faster, whatever. Man, still got to work on his accuracy. I mean, we all see that, but the one thing about it, he wanted to lose weight to be a little bit more elusive, to be like he was back in college. And you can see that, and he was actually trying to put his shoulder into people too, which I was like, hey, the dude gonna get hurt in the middle of the season. He need to stop that.
He's wilding. This is the reason why when Lamar Jackson was going for his big deal, the Ravens had trepidation about giving him that deal. A lot of times with you have mobile quarterbacks and you have quarterbacks that are you have functionally mobile quarterbacks and you have guys who are runners. He's a runner, right? And the reason why they don't like giving $100 million deals to them is they're always one hit away from being thrown out of here. Being out for the season. Him doing so, I've seen guys separate their shoulders, ruin their careers, and I think it was his throwing shoulder he lowered. So this is the thing with and it was the Raiders. This is a Raiders, podcast. We care about the Raiders. We are going to play the Ravens. This is one thing when I see Lamar Jackson, a lot of people talk about, how he doesn't have help and, the line is bad and all of this other nonsense, right? A lot of the stuff I see from him is just quarterbacking one-on-one. Very, very poor technique. He doesn't set his feet when he throws. One of the reasons why he missed that throw to Flowers is because he's trying to throw without setting his feet and delivering the football. A lot of the times when I see him snap the football, he'll, not pedestrian, but quarterbacks that are quarterbacks by trade. Mm-hmm. When you snap the football and they go into their drop, where it's a 3-step drop, 5, whatever, right? It looks the same every time. Lamar Jackson, it doesn't. And sometimes his feet, he's in the rush lane sometimes. With Lamar Jackson, his quarterback, like as a quarter, he's a terrific athlete. He is phenomenal. But his quarterback technique is horrible. It's horrendous. It was a couple of times where he underthrew a guy and they just, came back and caught the ball. There's times where he throws the ball all the way over their head, like he almost got Isaiah Likely killed throwing the ball up too damn high, and then he landed funny and almost like, look, man, Lamar, I'm not impressed with Lamar Jackson as an actual quarterback. They have not spent enough time developing his skill set. They just kind of get over on the fact that he's such a phenomenal athlete. And I know guys like, what are you talking about? This guy's been 2-time league MVP. That means nothing to me. As a quarterback, bro, this is the reason why when everybody wants us to go out there and draft all of these guys who are running all around, give me somebody who can throw the football with accuracy and has pocket presence. The thing about
who you're describing right now that just got drafted, that's going to be the same way?
Who?
Jane Daniels.
You think Jaden Daniels is
he's going to be the next Lamar Jackson?
I don't think so. I think he is he has a much better command of a pocket than I see some things from Jaden Daniels even when he is at LSU, bro. Like looking receivers off. Like with Lamar Jackson, a lot of the times, man, they have his reads on one side of the football field. He doesn't go through his progressions. I don't see Lamar Jackson drop back and look.
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson, he looks the part when he's sitting there and he's throwing the ball. Because I told my guys last time when we was watching, I said, man, when Lamar Jackson throws the ball, if you don't know where the receiver is, it looks beautiful, right? The throwing motion and everything, it looks beautiful. But they might not be close to the guy. Like, I think he has one of the best throwing motions as far as like when you watch him on film.
He's a terrific athlete. He has a great arm. He has it all.
He's got a shot. He's got a shot like Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like Reggie Miller when he used to shoot, it was like, damn, that's a pretty shot. Might not be accurate all the time in all the areas you need it to, but it looks the part, right?
Yeah. It's just listen. And when I say I'm talking about him as a thrower of the football. As an athlete, if the Raiders had Lamar Jackson, I'd be doing a goddamn backflip. And I'd be complaining about him missing people and watching us go to the playoffs every year with him under center, right? But I'm talking about when you talk about beating Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes does not miss throws like that, bro. He missed that kid in that end zone 3 times. 3 times. Guys like Mahomes and Burrow, they don't miss that throw. They don't miss it. Brady, and I'm Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't even want to bring him up, right? Peyton Manning, hell, Eli Manning don't miss that one. When the money's on the table, that's what I'm talking about. Lamar Jackson needs to focus on being more of a quarterback than an athlete. They need to refine his skills as a thrower. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson is a bum and I wouldn't want him on the Raiders. I'm not saying nothing like that. You guys got to stop being so hyperbolic. I'm not speaking in hyperbole. I'm talking about him as an accurate thrower of the football. When I see Lamar Jackson, I would have thought at this point Lamar would be better than that because all I've heard is he's been developing that part of his game and it hasn't happened. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, Cam Newton was a much better thrower of the football than Lamar Jackson. Right. Much better, bro.
Right.
Much better. More accurate. I mean, am I wrong, bro?
No, you're right. And I was talking about Ray Allen, not Reggie Miller. I'm thinking of the 3-point shooter, but I'm talking about Ray Allen had a
Ray Allen had the sweetest jump shot ever. Nobody had a prettier jump shot, and he made a whole hell of a lot of them too, right?
Like Ken Griffey's swing, Ray Allen's shot, Lamar Jackson's throwing motion, and the spiral that comes off his hands is all beautiful. But like I said, Waces, you make some great points, but what I really think is the biggest issue with Lamar Jackson is the fact that he cannot set a hot read whatsoever. And what I mean by that is like he causes unnecessary pressure for himself, which the line is not going to adjust without him reading exactly what the Mike backer, where he's at, how to line up your guys. And I heard something today. Somebody said something about that. And I watched that game twice. I stayed up late last night to watch it again because I'm trying to figure out like where all these penalties came from. And I think there's a big misconception on why they were being called because I don't think people actually understand the rule as it's set. But that's another conversation. But
hey yo, real quick, East Coast. I don't normally do this. I don't interrupt my guests. Somebody is being disrespectful in the chat. Telly Savalas, Kojak is probably some troll from another channel who's jealous. F you. Get the F out of here. You are the person this season, and you have the distinct pleasure of being the first person this year to be unceremoniously blocked. Get the F out of here, Telly Savalas. Get the F out of here, you effing bum. The F out of here. Telly Savalas has been unceremoniously blocked.
Bam.
Get the F out of here.
You've been sent to the shadow realm, sir.
Yeah, you have been sent to the shadow realm. Get the F out of here. I'm sorry.
No. You good, bro. Like, send them to the block party. We got food and snacks and everything for you over there. Make yourself a home.
Top beat, you gotta get bums like that out of here, Top. My guy, man. Yo, my guy Stevie Ray, man. Do you think Tyree could develop similar to Calais Campbell?
I got a chance to watch Calais Campbell a lot. Obviously, he was with the Jaguars, and that's my team for a long time. I don't think he's as versatile what a Calais Campbell was in his career because, like, Calais Campbell, if y'all remember, when he first got to the league, he was a true nose tackle. Like, he was being compared to, like, Haloti Ngata in a lot of different aspects. And then the Jaguars were asking him to do a lot more stuff, and I think it was to develop a couple of the younger guys, like when Josh Allen got drafted on our team and everything like that. And he fit right in with what the Ravens were doing too. So you see him getting passed around a lot, but I think he's getting passed around not only because he's a big dude, and he can play 2 techniques at one time because of how big he is, and he has a really, really long a really long wingspan.
Nasty work.
That's nasty work. Yep.
Chill, you gotta chill. Yo. You gotta chill, yo.
But yeah, I don't know if Tyree's there yet. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to be that versatile. I really still see Tyree as a four technique in the league. I don't see him as a true edge. Because true edges are able to play outside linebacker too. Like if Myles Garrett really wanted to play outside linebacker, he could, even though he's a true defensive end. I just don't see that out of Tyree quite yet. I think this is a big prove-it year for him, man. Because if he doesn't,
It's the prove-it year as far as when it comes to the Raiders, right?
He doesn't have a long leash.
In closing, I don't think he has a lot of leash either. Because this is the one thing. He wasn't drafted by this regime. He was not their guy. They did not draft him. Was Antonio Pierce on the staff? Yes. Was he in favor? We don't know. Let me ask you a quick question, right? So if we're losing pass rush, right, where do you think the Raiders find on his roster? There's a name I want to bring up. You're very big in college football. You're a Florida guy, right? Amari
State.
Now, like Florida State. No, I'm just saying you're a Florida guy. Like you're a guy who watches.
I don't know why it's like that. It's just the teams are rooted for. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a Florida guy. You like the Jaguars and the Florida State Seminoles, right? Now,
yep.
I'm bringing up a Seminole and Amari Gaynor. Now, Amari Gaynor, when he was at the University of North Carolina, was a defensive end. He converted to linebacker. He played the Sam, the Will, the Mike. He's played, all up and down the field, right? He got the green dot in preseason. Do you see Amari Gaynor being a guy from the second level of the defense, right, as a linebacker, being like a will linebacker that can bring some pass rush?
Yeah, I mean,
that's if he plays.
When you talk about the will linebacker, one of the things that you have to do is as good as being on the line and getting tackles and rushing the passer is actually dropping back in coverage too. So I think that's where his strong suit is. I don't think you guys got to see that a lot, but when he was at Florida State and North Carolina, that's what he did a lot, and that's why he was so versatile and switching out, in so many different areas. Because we had a couple sub packages where he was playing middle linebacker, dropping back in coverage, and then the other half of the game he's in there just straight standing in the middle of the field 5 yards off the ball, being Bobby Wagner. So you talk about a guy that can either get a ton of tackles or obviously drop back in coverage and get you something there. I think with him is I would just like to see him play one position. I mean, if it's just going to be will linebacker, I want to see how he develops through just that. And if you feel like that's not working for you, flip him out somewhere else and see how he does. I mean, Amari Gaynor to me, I feel like his skill set says that he's an edge.
Yeah.
In the league. I don't know if you've seen that too, but that's I mean, even on the Florida State forums when he was with us and we were chatting, we was like, why is Amari not playing edge?
Yeah, I see him as an edge. He's a guy that's relatively around the same size as Koonce. I think if Patrick Graham gets a little creative because he's such a versatile guy, I think his value could be used in very different ways. Now, this is the thing about him. The fact that he can drop back in the coverage, I think that's more valuable. I really do. Like now, I'm contradicting myself a little bit, but I'm talking about in context of this roster. We don't have the linebacker that you look at and that's like, hey, man, this guy is a phenomenal coverage linebacker. So pass rush as a whole is probably more valuable, right? Because when you look at who gets paid, quarterbacks get paid, then pass rushers, then left tackles. That's kind of the pecking order in the National Football, then wide receivers. That's the pecking order in the National Football League hierarchy, right? But when you talk about the Raiders, we don't have that guy on the roster, right? So, that's proven. I think if Gaynor could be that kind of guy, man, could he be a Fred Warner kind of guy? I'm not saying he's Fred Warner. Let me not say that. I don't want people.
No, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
But in context of our defense, he could be that kind of guy. Really, really quickly, my guy Steve Ray. Do you think Tyree could develop similar to Calais Campbell? I read this already. Did I not?
Yeah.
I am a dumbass. There is another one. Here we go. Sweet Jazz. The only thing keeping me up at night is Getsy. I'm not sure how effective he's going to be with all the weapons we have on offense. Hopefully, Minshew could be a solid game manager. Now, I want to get into this because I think we've beat the stuffing out of the Tyree Wilson kind of caveat, right? And pause if necessary. What the F is wrong with me?
No, we both are in agreement there. I know a lot of people don't agree with us, but that dude's leash is incredibly short. Like,
yeah.
I think to be honest, do you agree with this? Because I was talking to another Raiders fan that I work with. I said, look, I wasn't high on him in the evaluation process. I know the foot injury and things like that, but he just hasn't showed the Raiders like that he can be what he was in college. Now, when week 8 comes up and the trade deadline is right there and the dude hasn't showed up, do you think he could get traded?
You know what? No, because the thing, I mean, because how much of a robust market does he have? Like, if
Well,
if
yeah,
you're
that's always the push and pull, right? It's like there has to be a defensive coordinator or linebacker or defensive line coach that think that they can unlock him more than what the Raiders have. So
yeah,
that either increases your value or you just don't get traded at all. You just mark.
so you don't get the return on your investment, right? So
Correct. Yep.
he'd be more valuable to us trying to get whatever we can get out of him before it's time to pay him, before his deal is up. Because if you trade him and you drafted him 7 and you trade him and get a 4th-round pick back and he goes somewhere else and develop, now you're the laughing stock of the National Football League. It will behoove you to keep him on the roster because he's on a rookie deal, right? You drafted him, you developed him, you had him from pillar to post.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's your duty to see that thing out. Now, if Tyree Wilson could be a throw-in to bring back at least a starter, right? Because when I see a guy get drafted in the top 10, the basement of what I'm expecting of him is a perennial starter. If I'm getting back a starter and something that we're missing, even if it's a guard, if I get a starter back and I'm trading Tyree Wilson for that starter, maybe a low round draft pick, then I can live with that. But the
Right.
thing is, how robust is his market? Who feels like he is somebody, a linchpin that's going to turn their team around? I doubt it. See, a lot of
The only team that I can honestly see, and because he has a proven track record of drafting guys low or undrafted and making them into something, is Brian Flores and what he did with the Ivan Paces of the world, and Andre Carter's like rising up their ladder there too, and starting to get a couple looks. That's the only like threat that I could see, and Brian Flores would take. I think he would throw in at least a 7th-round pick to get him, or swap a player out for some depth for you guys somewhere else. But that's the only one I think he would. He's the only one that could unlock his potential because he's done it time and time again.
Yeah. So listen, when we start talking about this, and yo, I see you in there, James Jones. I see you getting on me about the wasted talent merch coming in 2028. Yo, John James, get the F out of here with that. So, all right. So going into this game, right? Luke Getsy. Let's get into this, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, what Luke Getsy brings to the table as far as a play caller, right? Because, look, we've talked about this before. What people never want to talk about in the National Football League is how important it is to have a coach or a play caller that is dynamic, right?
Right.
How does Brock Purdy look? And this is a take that I've kind of commandeered from Sanjeet. Shout out to Sanjeet, right? What would Brock Purdy look like without Kyle Shanahan as a play caller? What would Patrick Mahomes look like without Andy Reid? I'll tell you what he looked like. In college, he looked like a guy who got drafted in the middle of the 1st round off of potential. And with Andy Reid took that potential, cultivated, molded it. The guy, Patrick Mahomes played out of his mind. He got Nagy a head coaching job. I mean, God, this guy's been a kingmaker, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think as far as Luke Getsy? Do you think Luke Getsy, coming from that tree, right, the LaFleur tree and the Shanahan tree, do you think there's anything, any greatness there?
Well, I mean, I remember the days back. I think it was like 2017, 2018 when he was part of the Mike Leach tree. You know what I'm saying? That's running the air raid offense out there for Mississippi State. I mean, I remember those days. So,
And it's funny, maybe Pierce likes the air raid because he tried to go with, Mike Leach's protege and Cliff Kingsbury, his old quarterback that, has cultivated his career, with Jaden Daniels, and they're going to be running some air raid stuff. Do you think that the Raiders are, keen on the air raid? Because it's kind of rough to run the air raid with a quarterback that's not mobile, right?
yeah, it is. Because you're not asking your offensive line to do a lot other than be and your tight end as well to be a vertical downfield blocker, to open up space for you so those guys can get downfield. So, with the offensive guys that you do have, I mean, Trey Tucker obviously is the one that comes to mind and the one that I was super high on in the draft 2 years ago as well. I had the pleasure of watching him out at the Senior Bowl just absolutely burn people. and he is an air raid type of guy. Devontae Adams doesn't matter what type of offense you put him in, he's there. My biggest question mark is, can Jacoby Myers be consistent enough, be the 800-yard guy for you guys like he was at New England?
Yeah. That kid, he plays to the back of his card, 100%.
Absolutely. So Luke Getsy's biggest question marks for me is just that. Unlocking Jacoby Myers to be close to 1,000-yard receiver as much as possible with Devontae Adams. And the numbers might not show up, but to make him look like he can be that type of guy, right? Because, I mean, there was a lot of turmoil up in New England. They didn't know who the number one receiver was for years. Remember when they picked up Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, and it just didn't work. So, and of course, with the way that Luke Getsy likes to use his tight ends, and I don't think Cole Kmet fit the skill set of what he was trying to do, and neither did they have a competent backup there. So now you got
Cole Kmet played well under Luke Getsy last year. I think Luke Getsy developed him. I can't. I got to check off on that. Cole Kmet played pretty well last year.
As a receiving tight end, hell yeah, I totally agree with you there. But now you have Brock Bowers. And I've always said this since day one when you guys drafted him. With me, you know how I feel about Brock. But
he's a Hall of Famer already.
Yeah, I don't buy rookie jerseys. That's one thing I don't do, and I bought his. That's how confident I am in Brock Bowers. Can you utilize Brock to be a blocker without hearing what everybody else has to say to help your running game out first? Because having a Gardner Minshew, he has more success when he has a pretty good running game. He had Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss up in with the Colts, and they ran pretty good, and Gardner Minshew won them some games. It can't be all the pressure on Gardner Minshew if that's the guy that you're going to roll with. So in order to support that, regardless of however I feel about your running back room, the more competent blockers that you have, and the more guys that you can have, like, I'm sorry to say, but Alexander Mattison is way better as an outside runner on a toss than he is right in the inside zone.
Yes, he is. That's 100% fact right there. That's one of the reasons why the offense was different when he was more effective in Minnesota. Once they changed it, they kind of cut him at the knees.
And yeah. With that being said, using Brock Bowers as a third tackle, if Luke Getsy can understand that right now, then later on try to open up the playbook for Brock Bowers instead of like right away. Like Brock, to me, is still healing from that ankle injury.
Yeah, of course. Of course. AP, that's why they play it safe with him. There'd be no reason to play it safe if there wasn't an issue. And let me ask you a question. I mean, why not use Michael Mayer as that third tackle?
I don't believe in his skill set as a blocker as much as a lot of other people do. And I don't. It's just okay. I mean, I think he's a worse blocker than Isaiah Likely, and Isaiah Likely showed last night that he improved as a blocker. I mean, he's putting impact blocks.
You are smoking D&D right now. Get the F out of here, East Coast Gridiron. You are. What the F is wrong? Michael Mayer is a much better blocker than Isaiah Likely, bro. You are being this is hyperbole, guys. Do not listen. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, do not listen to East Coast Gridiron right now because he is using hyperbole right now. He's being hyperbolic. And I am going to have to do this to you, East Coast. I love you, man. I appreciate you for pulling up. And I never disrespect my guests. But I got to do it to you, brother.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Come on, East Coast Gridiron. Come on.
Yeah.
I got to do it, bro.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see it, man. Unless somebody can pull out the tape and show me exactly where he was a great consistent blocker. I think Michael Mayer is the complete opposite than a Brock Bowers. You use Michael Mayer as your true receiving tight end, and you use Brock Bowers as the opposite for right now.
Bro, Michael Mayer, nobody's saying that he's a great blocker. Nobody's calling him Rob Gronkowski. Nobody is doing that, bro. But you said Isaiah Likely, brother. See, don't try.
I said he is improved as a blocker. I didn't say Michael Mayer was better or worse.
He's as bad of a blocker as Isaiah effing Likely.
Isaiah Likely was a bad blocker until last night.
Yeah, of course. But Michael Mayer wasn't ever as bad as Isaiah Likely. You are bugging, bro.
He wasn't that much better to me.
Bro, you are this man. Yo, man, you got.
Shut your lame ass up.
Come on, bro. The F is wrong with you, man. My guy S. Dot. Dante, what you think about? Yo, my God, S. Dot, will you get the F out of here with this? S. Dot, will you get the F? S. Dot, I'm gonna have to do it to you.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Listen to this. Listen, I'm gonna read this to you. Dante, what you think about left tackle Colton Miller, left guard Andrew Pete, center Andre James, right guard Powers, right tackle Mumford, tight end Dylan Parham, strong side wide receiver Brock Bowers, fullback Mayer, I formation, counter run, strong side off tackle with Zeus, Powers to the strong side. What do you think we running, a high school offense here? That F is wrong. He says Dylan Parham at tight end, man. Because Dylan Parham played like 2 years of tight end in like high school or some shit like that.
Nah. I don't think people are running these type of offenses anymore.
Yeah, man, no. S. Dot, bro. You talk.
That's
bro.
old school Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's Mike Allstat.
Yeah.
So this guy thinks he's Tom Osborne or something. You think we are the Nebraska Cornhuskers?
Straight up
with you, bro. What's wrong? Yeah, we go out and go get Tommy Frazier too. Let's go get a little Eric Crouch action.
Oh man,
that's right. Tommy Frazier, touchdown Tommy. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go out there and get Tommy Vardell, touchdown Tommy Vardell. He's gonna. What you know about that young fella? What you know about touchdown Tommy?
Yo. Hey, well, who's the dude at NC State? I'm gonna take you back. Tony Baker, the touchdown maker. Remember, he used to play running back for NC State back in the day, and then he had a horrific leg injury and never played again.
Wait, what person?
Tony Baker. He played with Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah, Tony Baker, the touchdown.
The touchdown maker, bro.
Got that off of Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker, though, from the Giants. Stephen Baker, number 8.
I didn't know about Stephen Baker.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, that's my day. Stephen Baker. I remember he like signed out. Pop Warner helmets and stuff like that back in the day.
Yes.
He destroyed his leg. Yo, shout out to my brother, Intel official in the place with the meanest Porsche on the road. It's unbelievable, man. Yo,
riding Porsche.
Blocking wasted, F it. Everybody getting. That's right, Top Beat. You start handing out blocks like the Kimbe Mutombo in here, Top Beats. You hand them on out, brother. Hand them out. Listen, like this man right here. No. Not in my house with the disrespect. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Hey, Helen, I will too. I watch a lot of film. Yeah. I'll make sure to go write that one down. And
but in all seriousness, yo. All right, so Luke Getsy, man. I mean, this is the thing, man. Do you see? I don't see a lot of air raid concepts in his offense in the NFL, man. You know, like the spacing, you know, with his line. You know, I don't think James Craig is. I haven't seen any of that in the preseason. They didn't show
safeties are too athletic nowadays for people to. Well, in the NFL to run air raid, and I mean, athletic, strong safety, especially a free safety, will totally destroy that.
Yeah, bro, and see, this is the thing too. I noticed too about Lamar Jackson. When you see the safeties drop or you see them dropping the coverage, whatever, Patrick Mahomes. You can see he reads the safeties, man. It's like football one-on-one. Mm-hmm. I don't see Lamar Jackson doing that. I don't see him doing it, bro. Like he's not playing the game on that level, bro. With like, you know what I'm saying? He knows, okay, they dropped. I can throw it to the sideline. It's gonna be open. I'm gonna have a one-on-one matchup because it's about matchups, right? So
yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. Like. I had said this years ago, man, and I'm glad that you bring this up because now I can tell it to your audience too. You saying exactly the same thing that I've said about Lamar Jackson. Like I think Lamar, when he's on, can be one of the best quarterbacks. I don't know what it is, like the flip of a switch where sometimes he's like a great quarterback and then you get Lamar last night that can't hit the sign out of a barn door. Like I don't know what was going on with him. But the one thing I did say is Lamar Jackson came in the league 10 years too late. And what I mean by that is if he was playing with somebody like Ed Reed that was so unpredictable and how he played safety, he would make Lamar Jackson notice in practice every day that like safeties are existing back here. He throws the ball like they don't exist. So if he was playing with the Ed Reed type of safety, he would be 10 times better than he is. because he would know, he would be forced to read a defense. Like you were saying, it's most of the time I drop back and his mindset is like, I got to make this look crazy because I'm getting a little bit of pressure in my face and I'm comfortable with running, so I'm out. He doesn't feel the pressure like, like a Drew Brees back in the day. He used to feel the pressure. He used to step up and drop that shoulder and sling the rock.
Yeah,
because that's old school quarterbacks.
Off. It's about moving in the pocket, moving with the pocket, finding that you can plant your feet, because it is very, very hard. Sometimes you get away with it. I see Mahomes do it a lot of the time. Mahomes will run one way and throw the ball across his body, and Casey does it right. But Lamar Jackson is trying to do things that those guys do, and he has the athletic ability, right? But the thing is that he is not the kind of quarterback they are. Like, when it comes to just playing in the construct of an offense and running an offense, Mahomes has mastered that. Now, that was one of the things against him coming into the National Football League. He's mastered that now. He's mastered that, right? Caleb Williams, whatever. These are not Raiders, right? So let me stop talking about this. I'm just talking about football in general, bro. But listen, at this point, man, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the Chargers, man. And I'm hearing all of this stuff about, this 300-pound fullback. What do you see happening in this game, bro? Because I think this game is, I don't think you're going to get Justin Herbert throwing the football 40 times, bro. I think you're going to get a lot of balance. You're going to get Jim Harbaugh going to old school slobber knocker football. And this is going to be a test of the Raider run defense. What do you think about the Raiders run defense and Patrick Graham's scheme, man? How do you see this playing out?
I said this the other day on GrabStream. I think the way that I saw Robert Spillane being used as a linebacker in the preseason is directly going to translate over, because he was winning a lot of those upfront battles in the middle. Like the way that he was rushing in, I think he's going to have like 2 or 3 sacks in this game. I don't think it's going to be the Maxx Crosby show. I really think it's going to be the Robert Spillane show. Like, I don't know. I think he's going to have a breakout season. I saw what I saw, and I was like, the dude's incredible. Just kind of like a homie was last night. Leo Chanel was all over the place.
Leo Chanel was all over the place, man. He was a guy I was very high on coming out of college, man. I like Leo Chanel. I was very, very concerned when the Chiefs had that draft, because if you look at it, that draft is carrying that team. The Leo Chanel draft, that draft is carried. They went and reloaded. They had problems contractually, and they went in the draft and addressed every need, and all those guys are starters right now. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah. Is he out this game? Is Robert Spillane out?
Spill? No. Spill playing?
I didn't think he was out.
No. Spill is playing, bro. Let's pull up the injury report. Las Vegas Raiders injury report. Nah, man. Listen, bro. Spill is not out this game. Some people be capping in the Raiders injury report. Let me put that in, man.
Yeah, we'll look it up too.
Yeah, man. People be capping sometimes, but I think sometimes people like to throw the show off.
It doesn't say anything that he's gonna be out.
No, Spill is playing. Get the F out of here, man. The F out of here with this nonsense, man.
Yeah. That's
so the
crazy.
Injury report as of right now: Brock Bowers, Tommy Eichenberg, limited practice. Cameron Richardson, limited practice. Malcolm Koonce was not listed, limited. We know he's going to be out. Jacob Bobermeyer, full. Spillane, full participant. Tyree Wilson, full participant. Jackson Powers Johnson did not practice. Get the F out of here. So look, man. When we start, Andrew Vilgas, I think what the F is going. Do you want to be unceremoniously shown to the door? The F is wrong.
It's because people are joining from their phones, and your title says "will miss season," but it doesn't show opener versus Chargers unless they open up the video. Like. That's not what this title says here. Like, people are just coming in and trolling, bro. Like, if you look and open up the title, it'll actually say it.
Yeah, man. We'll lose it, but it is what it is. But it's all jokes. But what do you think? About Greg Roman and them using the fullback, how Jim Harbaugh structures his offense, how in the line that the Chargers have, man.
It's a question mark, but you can't doubt how good they can be.
How's the question mark, bro? They went out there and they took a guy who could probably start in probably more than half of the league's team as a rookie. That was a left tackle. They converted him to right tackle. right? Joe Alt is a guy. I'm a Notre Dame guy. I love Joe Alt. Joe Alt is a beast. Joe Alt is a beast, right? So you got Zion Johnson, bro.
Yep, who they
Trey
drafted
Pipkin.
recently.
All these guys, Rashawn Slater, Pro Bowler. This line is ready to rock and roll, bro.
Well, what I'm saying is the question mark is Joe Alt, because we got to see him in his very first game to decide how he's going to be against y'all line. It's not going to be a fun time for him. I agree with converting him to right tackle. I even saw that on film. I said his skill set says that I'm a right tackle, not a left tackle. He made some mistakes at Notre Dame being a left tackle. I just think that's where he belongs. So they made the right decision.
Yeah,
they weren't the healthiest last year either. So that's where the two question marks. I'm not talking about like as a skill set. I think they're going to be really, really good, and Herbert's going to feel all right when week 8 comes around. He's going to be like, all right, I know what we got as long as these dudes stay healthy. The thing about what Greg Roman is going to bring with them, now that he brings Gus Edwards over and J.K. Dobbins, which was a great pickup for him to bring some familiar weapons that he's used to, because some of the same offensive line reads that he had with the Ravens are going to come over directly for Justin Herbert. Yeah. And if not be as good as what the Ravens were last year, might be better. J.K. Dobbins is still the biggest question if he can stay healthy. So when you look at the Chargers as a whole, it's like question mark at running back, who's going to be your number one guy? Question mark at offensive line, how healthy are these guys really? Joe Alt. As Justin Herbert coming off, which I think the plantar fasciitis thing was blown out of proportion because I had that in high school too, and I played every single game. But I don't know how Justin is dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I know how I dealt with it. I know how other people
got the gout. That's how you do it. Yeah, he got fat feet. So
yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how he actually performs in a different offense this year. That's not Brandon Staley's boring ass offense where I'm gonna throw it to Austin Eckler 5,000 times in the first half. Then in the second half, I'm just going to launch it downfield until all my receivers get hurt. That's usually how Brandon Staley like to run things in a nutshell. So I do think Greg Roman does bring stability for that now, that you're going to see probably a nice 50-50 split. Because a lot of people like to say Jim Harbaugh likes to run the ball a lot. Well, that's not true. Because when you saw him before J.J. McCarthy last year, everything was balanced. That's why they had the big the quarterback controversy with him and Kate McNamara, because quarterbacks in his system are essential. If you walked away from the Penn State game saying that like, oh, this is a running offense, I get it. They only threw the ball 8 times, but their running backs were going crazy. All 3 of them last year. They were all really good.
Yeah, but go all the way back to Jim Harbaugh being the head coach of the 49ers, right? Mm-hmm. They were a running football team. When he first got to Michigan, they ran the ball down your throat when he got to Michigan. Got J.J. McCarthy, started throwing the ball a little bit more. But Jim Harbaugh, if you look at him, he has a tell. His tell is, he is a run-first coach. He's been that. I mean, hell, he had a running back with a decent arm at quarterback when he went to the Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, he threw for some, but Colin Kaepernick really, they were bringing the read option, that high school shit.
Yeah,
college shit. They were some of the first guys to really do them in the Miami Dolphins, and so
yeah.
So at that point in the NFL, they didn't see a lot of that. Fake the pitch, drop and throw, 2 reads on one side of the field. Colin Kaepernick never really got to that point in his career where he can go through his progressions and go through his reads and pick up hot routes and stuff. It was not happening for him like that. That's why when they gave him the money, he flamed out and became Blaine Gabbert starting over. Once the league figured him out, you blow up the lead blocker. You know what I'm saying? They were crushing his ass. They were just doing the same thing you do in high school, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I feel like Jim Harbaugh is that same coach. I have to disagree with you in a sense where I feel like he's still the center of his world. His son to his solar system of an offense is the run.
I don't totally disagree with that. I just Jim is smart in the fact that like whatever is working is working. You've had the Hassan Haskins back in the day, and you're just gonna and all the other running backs that came out of Michigan.
He's there too.
Yeah, he's on the Chargers.
He's on the Chargers. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, back when he was at Michigan, like you've had competent running backs that were really, really, really good every single year that you were there. So why would you get away from that? Most coaches are like, rest in peace to Mike Leach. I know we talked about him before, but if Mike Leach had a B-stash running back, just like he'd have Jaquavius Marks, who's now playing for USC. Y'all saw that he balled out the other day.
Yeah.
Names himself, I guess his first name now is Woody, but Jaquavius Marks used to be on Mississippi State when Mike Leach was there. Yeah. He wasn't running the ball with Jaquavius Marks, but then when you go and watch USC, you're like, damn, he's actually a really good running back. Mike Leach is like, I'm pass first all the time.
Mike Leach has always been that, bro. He's always at Maryland and all. Yeah, he's always been that, bro. So that's who that's his tell, right? My guy S. Dot with the $10 holla. Wait, so you were just talking about old school running the football and the I formation. Now Greg Roman is bringing it back. Now you scared, huh? LOL. Bang zoom. Bang zoom. Bang effing zoom. Wait, hold on. I F that up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta get. Yes, sir. The bang zoom. But no, I'm not scared. I'm just saying, bro, there's an issue, and we're going to get into this, and we're going to go. Patrick Graham has a little bit of an issue in his scheme with run defense. Now, Patrick Graham is a 4-2-5 guy. He multiple, he likes to use all these defensive backs, right?
Yep.
That is kind of his tell. That's it. We're going to tip pitches, right? And we're going to use baseball terminology. He doesn't really play in his base defense a lot. I think tomorrow he's going to have to stay true and hold serve and play in his base. Play some 4-3. He's going to have to, right? Because you can't have a situation where you have a 300-pound fullback pulling. You got the Gus Edwards coming around, right? And you got defensive backs trying to tackle these guys and fight off blocks and shit like that. You got to have linebackers out there. You got to have, linemen like that. We got to go back to real old, like base football, like back in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, people played and stayed in their base defense. You get guys like Patrick Graham, because it's such a throwing league, is a necessity for you not to be in a base defense, because now you're putting yourself out of an advantage. I don't think that Jim Harbaugh is going to I don't think he's going to be throwing the ball. I don't think Justin Herbert is going to have one of them seasons where he throws for 5,000 yards. I just don't see it, bro.
I don't disagree with you, but how efficient can he be if he's getting under the 5,000, 4,500 yards too? Because it always looks better, and you can disagree with me or not. It always looks better when your quarterback has 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions than having 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
Yeah, man.
Any day of the week.
Bro, I'll take it any day of the week. I'll take efficiency over the flash and dash any effing day of the week. Listen, East Coast.
We're seeing with Jameis Winston. If he was still, if his touchdowns mattered and the interceptions didn't, he would still be the Buccaneers quarterback right now.
Damn right, man. And yo, I love Jameis Winston, man. I don't give a shit what nobody says, man. I'll take J. Boo in a heartbeat, man.
You are the only one that agrees with me with that.
Yo, listen, I love J. Boo, man. But yo, bro, thank you for pulling up. You always add such value, insight. Everybody that's in the chat, we got a 500 in the chat. Yo, go. We had 500. Now we down a little bit, but damn there. What I want y'all to do is go over there, go to Dante's channel, man, East Coast Gridiron. If you guys want to nerd out on football, because that's what they do. They talk ball over there, man. It's not a whole lot of flash and dash like over here at Raider Nation Unlimited. You're not going to be unceremoniously blocked.
The Raiders prediction video I did, the comment section is toxic as shit.
Oh, yeah. He got us at 7 wins. I forgot, man. Oh,
8.
Yeah.
8. I had y'all 8 and 9.
Yeah, 8 and 9. Hey, look, man. Listen, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Is exactly what you think. Do I agree with it? No. But yo, I respect it.
That's it. This is respectfully disagree and move on.
That's what we got to do. Yo, man. Wait, hold on. Wait, Miguel. Hey, Wasted. Minshew should have been a last resort. We already know that he's an inception turnover journeyman. But we don't know what the other two are. This is the thing for me, bro. I think there's been too much made. I was going to end the show, but let me get into this real quick. I don't want to get too down on Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew has never thrown, I don't think he's thrown 10 interceptions in his career. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And listen, this is a guy who has started before, right? So we're going to look at Gardner Minshew's stats, right? So for people to say that he's just an intercept, now does he turn the football over? Does he fumble and stuff like that? That's happened. That's a part of his resume, right? I can't sit up here and say it's not. But let's go into Gardner Minshew's career as a starter or as a player in the National Football League. 2019, he played 14 games. His QB rating was 91.2. He had 285 completions, 470 attempts, 60% passer, 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 picks. Second year in the league, 2020, right? 9 games played, 95 QB rating, 216 completions, 327 attempts, 66.1 percent passer, 2,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks. Then he was a backup in Philly. Didn't play a whole lot, played 4 games, had 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. With the Eagles, he played 5 games, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, which you can kind of expect from a backup. And in Indianapolis last year, he played 17 games. He had 300 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Right now, let's look at the fumble numbers. Now, the fumble number is where you guys might have that issue, right? So, rushing the football in Philly, he's fumbled the ball 4 times in Philly, fumbled the ball 8 times last year in Indianapolis, right? So, but previous to that in Philly and in Jacksonville, he had never fumbled. Wait, no, hold on. Am I wrong? He has 16 fumbles. Oh, yeah, 16 fumbles. He lost 8 of them. So, yeah, I think that's where that mantra has kind of come into play. But he's not an interception guy. He definitely is a guy who, has been.
He hasn't played enough, like, consistently to even feel comfortable with throwing 5,000 interceptions like everybody thinks. I think that's the misconception there, too, Wasted, is like, because he's been a journeyman, and I blame the Jaguars wholeheartedly for this. He played 1 game, and we benched him the next game. Or he played 2 games. One of them was good. The next one, I think he threw 2 interceptions, then we benched him. And we just never let him be the guy, even though we knew our team was failing already.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the Eagles, didn't do anything. Then he goes to the Colts and has a pretty good year, and now he's with you guys. So, like, the dude has never really gotten a
He's
chance.
never got a really fair shake. And this is Andrew Villegas. Yeah, this is exactly how I feel. Let the damn man start week 1 with his new team. He's only had one week start. My bad. I'm up here bumbling and stumbling. Let's give him an opportunity to start, to lose or keep the job. Listen, bro, everybody is on notice here. I don't want to sit up here and shit all over Gardner Minshew before he even plays, bro. Let the man play. Let him play, and maybe you might be surprised in what you get, right? But when I look at Gardner Minshew, he's mobile. He's willing to throw the ball down the field. We have a stud like Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers. Let's see what he brings to the table. Brock Bowers. Let's see. This might be the best assortment of talent he's had in a skill position ever. Right now, when you talk about the line, I think the Colts line is a little better than ours. They are. You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for Andrew Luck. The dude retired, and he should have had this offensive
line. As soon as he, retires, it sucks, right? But look, if Andrew Luck wants to play football again, you talk about somebody coming out of retirement, right? Hey, come on over to the Raiders. We'll take you, right? So,
Jeff Kreiser, I know you said that I had Sam Hartman in my top 5, but where's your evaluation of quarterbacks? I'd love to see your list.
Yeah, Kreiser. Yeah, listen, you don't ever disrespect the grit of it iron. But bro, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you pulling up and adding value to this place, man. Guys, go over there and subscribe to East Coast Gridiron, bro. There's a lot of they do a lot over there. If you guys want to get your football palate clinched, go on over there, man. This brother knows what he's talking about, man.
Just one thing I wanted to say before I get out of here, man. Like something that's real special to me right now. Over the last couple months, I've been helping a lot of high school kids out as a former coach, try to put my tools to the trade to try to get them offers from different colleges. I got 2 guys that I've already done out of the 20 that I've done this offseason reviewing their tape. They got college looks. They committed to a college now. If you guys know anybody, if you guys got kids yourself there in high school and they want some pointers, some down to the film, some nitty-gritty nerdy stuff just to get them better, that can deal with the criticism a little bit that's going to come their way to make them better, because I always tell these kids, I'm like, you had the balls enough to reach out to me. That's great. That means you want to get better. So that's the only thing that I'll say just to promote myself is like, if you got any kids out there, just tell them to hit me up in the DMs and I'll add them to the list that I'm already doing.
Yeah, man. And listen, if you got a website you want to plug, if you want to work with, and he's talking about, in a football context, if this is a college scout, this guy is very, very accomplished. So if you have any young players that are trying to develop their skill set or how to break down film, how to watch film, East Coast, my dog, appreciate you. Really quick on the way out, give me a score prediction on the Chargers Raider game, bro.
I think this is going to be the closest matchup of the weekend, for sure. I had the Chargers squeaking this one out, though. I think it's going to be a 28-24 game. Now you guys trying to drive down the field, and you're just not going to make it to get it a touchdown or to get the game tied up there. So
man, you were over here.
I know,
over here on Beyonce's internet, Taylor Swift's internet. It ain't her internet. It's only Beyonce's internet, right? Or Jay-Z's internet. Whose internet is it, man? You over here on Kai Cenat's internet.
Damn. I Show Speed's internet.
I Show Speed's internet. With this effing nonsense, man. What? God! Wow! A Raider podcast. You got a whole bunch of Raider homies, and you want to say that we gonna get squeaked out by the dischargers? The F is wrong with you, Dante.
I stand in a room by myself always.
Dante, for the second time, you're the first guest to ever be brought on the Raider Nation Unlimited to be told 2 times.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Dante, if you're not sitting, set your ass down, man. Dante, have a great night, man. Appreciate you for pulling up, my brother. Thank you.
Nah, appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Peace, man. Yo, y'all, this has been another Raider Nation Unlimited. We're going a little long. It's like a 2-hour show, man. Listen, guys. Yes, that's right. Yo, y'all subscribe, unsubscribe. Y'all great. Yo, man. Love all of y'all, man. Love y'all. Have a great, great night, man. We will be rocking and rolling. We're going to have Wake Up with Wasted on Sunday morning. We do the post-game show after the game, man. Yeah, Malcolm Koonce, they said it's a precautionary measure because of the Tashawn Reed put this report out. They're saying it's a precautionary measure for his knee because of the turf at SoFi Stadium. I tend to believe that. Thank y'all for coming and pulling up, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Love y'all, man. Yo, like I say always, man.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
The price of pass rushers have gone through the roof. Let's hope that this is a precautionary measure and Malcolm Koonce will make his triumphant return to the Raider roster. But let's go get this dub on Sunday, y'all. Y'all have a terrific, terrific night, man. Peace. Peace.